Well, you heard last night what helped prompt me to go on a mission. I'll tell you how a mission was when I went, which is a little different than when you went. I got off the train. We didn't fly to our mission field. I got off the train in Atlanta, Georgia, which was the mission headquarters for the Southern States Mission. Now, when you went out, your mission covered cities or maybe a state or something. There was 132 missionaries, and we covered Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Alabama, and we could own cars. When I was out for a while, the mission president wrote and said, if you can possibly see your way to get a car, do it. So I got a 1952, and this is in 1958, 1952 Studebaker. Little 6-cylinder underpowered transportation for missionaries. And so, by the way, we were to have, when we got off the train, 130 scriptures verbatim memorized. I didn't. But after that, I started in very diligently, and so we're to learn those 130 scriptures, and then 10 a week after that until you go home. And I can still quote quite a few scriptures. Probably came home with 500.
That really impressed me on our first date.
We
Was
got
that
to.
before or after the kisses?
Both.
I didn't hear that.
Grandpa didn't hear that.
Were you speaking
Speaking
in
in
tongues
tongues.
after that?
Oh.
Yeah. We got a new missionary out. I think he was from Salt Lake, but the supervising elder brought him over, and then we had splits. So I got the new elder, and the supervising elder got my companion, and so we split up for the day. We only had one appointment for that evening, and somehow we knew that they were Church of Christ members. And they were generally quite educated in the scriptures. And they were also known for bringing their minister to meet you when you arrive at the door. And so I kind of teased him along the way to get him a little excited about it. And so we got over there, and there's a new Lincoln out front. There's the Church of Christ minister's car. And we got in, and sure enough, he and his wife were there along with the couple. And of course, the new missionary had no idea about how to present the gospel to them, and so I did it all. And we used a clipboard with a marking pen, not a permanent crayon marking pen type. Anyway, I started in, and they argued with everything along the way, and finally I just set it down. And I said, it's obvious you don't want to hear what we're here to tell you about. So what would you like to talk about? Well, we want to discuss the Bible. And they each, the two couples, had a thick Bible with big concordance and on their laps. Each one did. And said, we want to discuss the Bible. And I said, okay, let's. Well, where's yours? Well, it's out in the car, but that's okay. Because I'd been out long enough that I had quite a few scriptures down. So I said, well, it says here, and he started reading. I said, that isn't what it says, because he changed a few words in it. And I quoted it verbatim to him, and he looks at me. Well, this went on for 45 minutes of me quoting scriptures and, having a combative that would never make any conversions. And finally the minister said, you have another book that you don't show people. Why don't you do that? And I said, well, Matthew 7:6 tells us not to. And I said, and on that we will depart. But it's been nice talking to you. And we went out the door, and my companion says, what's Matthew 7:6? Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. He said, Elder, for 45 minutes you were preaching and I was praying. He says, you might as well take me to the train station because I'm going home. I'll never learn all that. In about 6 months, we had a conference where I saw him again. He says, come on, Elder, let's go get him. He was ready.